He was not hitting any of the shots before. It's on him now. A fast opening. Yep.
Yeah, great start for him there. A little bit of a confidence boost, but they're brawling, and you can expect this throughout the game. No one is going to come away unscathed from this. Yes, one will be alive, but they will be battered, bruised, and broken by the end of this game. First blood drawn, something's gone down, but PRX going to continue that pathing towards the A site. Was reticent in approach, happy to continue along this. Seen it sitting a little bit safer, just shouldering the angle. Paint shell going to go in. That could be quite nasty if it does manage to catch. No, respecting it enough to fall away, but they're buying a lot of time here.
10 seconds for Forsaken to get stun up, but already closing the gap is Captain in the back lines. They have everyone contained right now. This Sage Wall is everything in this hit. Otherwise, the stacks here for FUT, they should be converting this round. The stun line already pinged. On paper. Yeah. Stun line already pinged. Sage Wall ready to be placed, probably towards spawn.
I'm looking at Mr. Fallen, who might get isolated by this. There comes a stun. He's the most vulnerable person now. Dealt with. Jing, perfect. Almost on the follow-up towards Cracks, and he's going to chase that down. He wants in. Wingman going to be pretty much evaded, and the plant's gone in. Even with all that information, PRX able to bring this back to a 4v4.
All four.
as well, though. Paranoia goes in. No one can pressure it until then. J takes away Forsaken. Jing with a quick up and over. Still firing. Still doing what he can, but FUT are in the door now. Devi in a 1v2. He got the first. He needs 2 more. Cracks is low. 10 HP. Desperate to try and catch him, but Wingman going to be evaded again. 3 more bullets and another body found. A 1v1. He spotted him. And now the pressure's on J. The Sheriff, a little sweaty in his hand, getting a little more nervous. Devi doing the dance around. We go. Buying time. Seconds on seconds. He's done so well. You may know that. Yeah, it's a quick reminder of some of the earlier problems, right? You kind of dream of being able to have those positions and all of that, you know, I guess, on paper win cons, but it's PRX. There's always something about them. But danger here. Jing going to handle it well, and something to follow up. Really securing that forward positioning on it. Oh, he's just running through him. It's just pistols. It's just pistols. It's fine, but it's confidence. And when we talk about the impact of confidence, you look at these two teams quite specifically as well. Both respond well to it. Both look to kind of harness that moving forward, feel out the game early. And of course, a lot of teams would love to have that. You know, get confident early, get your players active. But you look at the likes of Cena, Jing, either side obviously, but a very similar coin that you're looking at.
FUT is, as you are completely right, they are hugely momentum-based. I wouldn't start getting nervous right now. Yeah, run away with just everything, just creating chaos and getting away with it.
They thrive in it. And PRX throughout the map now. They've shown presence towards A off the back of the Dizzy. Orb collected over towards B, so a couple of question marks placed, but the one-way still in position. You've got a shouldering of the angle from Captain, and the showstopper is indeed here. Jing going to try and levy the odds. Even with the weaker weapons, run, Mr. Fallen, run. How far can you make it? He wants you. Heat-seeking doesn't land. J keeps them safe. So already the site does get given up, though, so a little bit of a trade-out. The danger man really is Devi now. Mind Freak, yes, has a Bulldog too. And the overwhelm towards, well, CT, it's just a brutal battle. The Cracks is winning. Clearing through, leaving just Devi now in a 1v4. Incredibly difficult, and they're already tagged up. And the swing, perfect. FUT, you can already hear
I heard the Cracks.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's J.
Is that J?
Yeah, the Balrog just battle cry. You'll hear it every time. So Diffuse is there, they get away with it. 1 player lost. Investment of the ult.
Contact in.
I'm interested to see how well that works here. J is a pretty good, safe pair of hands. If you look at him kind of being a bit of a rock for this team, he can absolutely be that. So got to be on red alert. Already a little bit of a deeper look for FUT over down towards kind of A main. They're just going to leave, I think, Captain there, refreshing that one way. They can loosen up one of the players to maybe hit a rotate early.
No Soba on the side of PRX means that this trip, you basically need to use paint shells to take care of it.
Very tricky.
Unless you walk all the way out, basically.
Yeah.
Ah!
And that's the operator shown in a quick evacuation to make sure they don't get caught on the counter swing. Dizzy goes up. Mosh to be sent, but J threads the needle. He finds a pixel out of place, and that's Jing. Gonna somewhat deny that early springboard forward. Mr. Fallen has to swing and fight. Manages to keep himself standing, but now the pressure's starting to mount here. This is that bloody battle we're talking about. The rotations are coming in, but Devi keeps some pressure off them, keeping it at a 4v4. Plants in play. Market gonna be denied by the wall, at least for now. Dizzy sent on the other side to clear through close on the site, but catching Forsaken, trying to backpedal. Stunning work from CNED. Paint Shell as well. Something and that operator are going to have to be, I don't know, praying for a connection. It's not working. As Mindfreak now overwhelmed, outnumbered, and put down. Let's slow this down here, Josh, because that's 4 standing again. They're handling this well. But PRX on the Guardians, Sheriffs. You heard it.
CNED down mid. They love this play.
They certainly do. It's something we've kind of had in our minds a couple of times throughout regular season over in EMEA. Doesn't find the value he wants.
They have the whole map basically under the control. The only thing that's really weak is that B main area, but it's going to be hard to break into that with just Sheriff, Stingers, and a Guardian.
But can they find CNED? Krax is trying to keep him secure, helping him on the cross towards...
Okay, that's a start.
What a shot! Oh, dearie me! This could be a tragedy in the making. Yeah, the weapons are a little bit deep, but they could be definitely recovered. So that's some huge upgrades, massive for Forsaken. And he's got his ult. You've got the res with Devi. You've got so much to play with here. The only weapon they couldn't recover, I think, is the one by the market door. So yeah, you'll be chuffed with that.
Still a Rolling Thunder and a res available.
Massive. And it's just a constant reminder of, you know, you've got to respect PRX for the mechanical capability at the bare minimum. Straight on him, Mr. Fallen going to find one on the cross. Right, that's Forsaken gone down, but then the res. We noted it earlier, it's in play. Looking at the flank though, Jay, the timing, I think it's being considered. Yeah, already Devi's got eyes on it. Banging shot from Devi. Gets himself a nice little upgrade as well. Oh, they are loving this. You're going to need heroics from Mr. Fallen now. The captain, no shot at that, PRX. You are never safe against this side. A cold, quick reminder of it. Mr. Fallen going to have to face the music here. Can he take it on with him? Just 1-4 alive. Early fish ult. Oh, they exchanged. But it's seen it find something. So very early damage from that. Looking for more. But going to take all the space, want the ult back.
Into B site they go, though. PRX. We get that spike planted. FUT don't care so much about this, though. They do that defensive smoke. They're able to play out that spam battle. But this Rolling Thunder coming in late from Forsaken through market, I believe, is what's going to happen towards the end of this round.
Yeah, can they clear sight? Yeah, so they're all going to come back around and clear.
He's going to go around the world. Oh, my.
Should just clear towards Pillar, so now they can focus the rolling... Oh, my God,
This
the flank on the flank.
huge.
Hold on, the flank on the flank. Devi's going to find CNED. Wait, Devi still trying to brawl this out. And now Forsaken getting closer step by step, but time is dwindling. It's ticking. Here comes the ult from Forsaken. They have no idea about this. And suddenly, dazed and confused, it's all topsy-turvy. And it's PRX again. And now the earnest is on foot to do the same thing back to PRX that they did to them earlier on. A hero rifle with cracks, couple of Sheriffs, and a Stinger.
If there's a round to do it, though, it's FUT on Sheriffs. This is, I've seen it time and time again.
You're right.
I'm not going to talk about it any more than this. I don't want to jinx anything. It's just...
It has happened.
It's happened. It'd be a deja vu.
Would be, but very good work from our captain. Oh my God, and a headshot too. Okay, and now Krax is here. The hero's made his way towards the site with that rifle. And maybe the curse can be activated with just the slightest of references. No, it's all on you. It's crazy you hate them like this. But yeah, Forsaken and Mindfreak. Yeah, it's not impossible. None of the weapons got really recovered here. That's going to force them into an uncomfortable position. Mindfreak rewarded towards Krax. A little TP, but 32 HP. Clearing through, though. That's going to be a good couple of kills. 3 already for him. Eyeing up his 4th, and it's all on Mindfreak now.
Ultimate.
30 seconds TP. He'll send him scattering. And he commits. Camera's still there.
Missed, though.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Gonna get the plant. Where's he repositioned? They are both low HP. 20 on Jay, 11 on Mr. Fallen, but he's not sitting great himself, 32.
Grouping up from FUT. I like this. I didn't like how they were splitting up.
But now they have to make their choice.
They just have to bait. Mr. Fallen's 11 HP. Jay's 20. Who do you send in first?
It's a bit of a Sophie's choice, isn't it? Refreshing the one way. No, gonna commit for a closer smoke here. Wait inside it. Hold his breath and see if he notes a player slipping on through. Time starting to dwindle. They gotta get a move on here. Stun comes in. He's gonna know where it's come from. Oh, Jay! Just hitting towards him in that smoke. They find it. The time, not close enough to be a problem. Diffuse is there, and they do. It looks like a stun and gun here already. Mr. Fox, they're going quite deep on this. Wait, and look at
CNED down mid.
His positioning is everything. Teed up. Oh, denied! Something. It's gone. They've got to get away. This has all gone wrong. FUT are going to be scrambling on this one. You did not expect that shot to deny CNED. Left them just condemned in middle, and now they get an early man advantage, still above a minute, with so much util invested. Cosmetic stuns everywhere.
I mean, what did I just say, though?
I know.
And the saving grace here, though, is this is one of the rounds that FUT could actually win just because Yedajay is the player to defend a site right now. He's got his trips up. Not if this happens, though. Oh, there you go. Okay, that's an inch into the round. Op still up for Devi, but a 3 versus 3.
It's Devi on the operator as well. Keeping control of the back lines, allowing the two players still towards site to focus on CT and maybe that swing back in from short. Krax and Yedajay getting a step closer. Still got Wingman and Mosh.
Showstopper, maybe?
Oh, there we go. First and second spotted. Timing, actually, hold on, not clean for Jing. And the slow eventual creep from Devi, but they are there in time.
Look at their economy. Was it really worth it? Sure, if you win that round, you can get another round under the belt, but if you lose it, this is the situation you put yourself in. Maybe that's what they need, though. 3 Sharps and a Stinger. I've seen this before. And it's Krax as well is going to be the first point of contact. I saw him with this Sheriff.
Oh, that paranoia. Hold on, wait a second. It catches only one. Krax still alive. Jing sent the rocket, but it didn't work out. It's Forsaken out of Captain once again with a Stinger. Running and gunning and finding a body. Jing goes down and an upgrade gets found for CNED. Suddenly a 4v4, and they're surrounded on the site. Devi's got a lot of work on his shoulders, a lot of pressure there to make sure they don't get... That wasn't clean, but it's fine in the end. Mindfreak gonna find some security towards CT, focusing everyone back towards those other areas that could pose problems.
That elbow wall.
I feel like they might have done enough here. We'll see what Yedajay, CNED, and Nada Captain can do, but the position's already looking very secured. Forsaken just has to keep the flank safe, which he's going to be doing behind that wall, leaving the rest of PRX to focus on securing the site. The smoke goes up. Almost a pixel spotted above Mindfreak, good for 1 and a second. He's doing well this round. Yedajay, oh! What is that? And now a 1v1. No problem. Time is against him, though. He knows it. He's heard the run.
Oh. It's not working with that wall up.
PRX starting off with a look towards middle.
Extremity control for FUT, but PRX stole all of middle in the process.
Yeah. Finally get to see CNED with that operator, though, something that we were kind of holding to high standard. He didn't have a good game before, and another miss. But he's trying to maybe play in Yedajay, but they seem a little paranoid about it, a little bit worried about this. Does he get cleared? You better hope he does. That Dizzy doesn't find him, and he gets let loose! He thought last round was good. This one's just as impactful. 3 back-to-back.
Good flick.
Okay, did you miss the easy one, but you hit that, do you?
30 degree.
Apparently so. Something now in a 1v4. And you're seeing a real heat up here from Yedajay. You're seeing CNED starting to snap to attention. Something, this is very, very difficult for him. None of the util to bank on, so it is just the gun in hand, really. Making it costly may not really be his paramount focus. 6-3.
30 seconds left.
Looking like 4, quite likely for FUT. As they go towards market. Nice from something. And yeah, you put him on red alert suddenly. Not so confident. They backpedal away. 19 seconds, though. He hasn't got a lot of time to try and add doubts in their mind.
Do they use Thrash for this, though?
That's the question of respect. How much does it make him nervous? He's cleared
10
CT,
seconds left.
but he doesn't really have time for this. A bare minimum, Ada Captain can just wait. Yeah, ran too low on time.
Here. PRX down to Bulldog, Sheriff, just everything. Whatever they can afford. And a fast opening towards B.
Yeah, Jing's right on in there. Stinger ready, locked and loaded. Plant's going to be coming through as well. That's secure. He wants in. He wants Yedajay, but Yedajay's been the man so far, but flashed up, he couldn't connect it. He couldn't gap close, and they're keeping each other secure. Some nice crossfires, some nice setups here. The fish denied. Ouch. That's upsetting. Oh. Okay. More of that. Give me a couple more of those, and we're getting back on. But already, CNED just going to...
Oh,
huh?
okay.
Okay. All right, a rocket or a pistol. It seems a pistol's better. Free gun, etc., etc. Mind Freak 1v4. Okay, not bad. Need 3 more of those, though, and time's starting to tick here, and the smoke was going to fade. Nice try. 3 still stand. They made it a little bit dangerous. Got a little bit dicey, but it was fine in the end.
We are now getting to the stage in the game. Here, they need the 7th round.
Similar beginnings. A little bit of a switch up. CNED committed over towards that A side. Going to take a lot of space from this Jing. Seems to be considering it, or at least doing his diligent look back. But this is a lot of space. That's a lot of space. Look at the freedom it's given the other players.
No trips. That enables CNED to take all this space right now. Took the extremities, denied that Rolling Thunder for Forsaken. So now they have to decide, are we going to go for the A orb, or are we going to go for the B orb? We're going to go for no orbs. Here comes the Thrash through Market. The stun on Mr. Fallen.
Going to be held in some trouble here. Fortunately for him, Fish goes the wrong way and Jing goes in towards the side. So they have the players in the right place. The wall's going to slow down the rotation, but a catch on the cross. Mind Freak gives it right back to them with 2 big picks for himself. Plants there, Rez comes in. Paranoia comes through. Rolling Thunder as well. It's going to get chaotic here. Jing, though, leans forward, tries to lean ahead and gets denied by CNED. A 2v4, though. Are we going to get a masterclass from this man? Maybe we will. But it's all on him now. In a 1v3, he's carved out the first 2. Oh, nice try.
Of these just pace changes, these contact rounds, but the Sage Wall is the only real wall that they have to get past, and they can wait it out. They love to wait it out. And already, finding out the lane of least resistance by accident, contacting all the way through A here. It's going to be pretty much an open site. It's going to be a 5 versus 5 retake potentially, and it all comes down to how does PRX use those abilities. The slows, the wall, the stun, they have really good lockdown abilities. FUT needs to get into great post-plant positions, get those crossfires going, and don't allow PRX to even set up those utilities. Here comes the attack. Once they get that smoke off of, I mean, they have the smokes, they have the Gecko Flash, they have the stun. They're ready to just lock and load here. Maybe waiting for Yedajay to get a little bit closer, but here it comes.
Yeah, that Dizzy is doing work from afar. Note even something that
high
far
jump.
away. Yeah.
Olympics.
That's wild. But still, we do have, shot from something. Okay. He was the closest player to this, but he was already sitting very, very deep. And it is going to be on that retake now. We're looking at the damage. CNED was on to cop that headshot down to 22. And here comes all the util scramble! Something has to play it forward, the rest play it back. He's now a little bit isolated from the others, but they're back fighting together. And here comes all the chaos. CNED on 1, Mind Freak on the trade. A little bit of pressure from Yedajay, but still it's on the side that they're struggling. FUT holding it down, and they just crumble. Especially after having so many issues on their pistols previous. Whoa. Such audacious tries. I mean, and you may as well. You've got Sheriffs and Frenzies. Certainly not the worst idea in the world to try and make something happen, but they don't get the reward they wanted. So PRX will be left trailing over towards the A side. Maybe they can catch a player, but you're looking at really... I mean, they can lose 2. Mr. Fallen out of captain.
As well.
There. You want to keep Cracks up, CNED up, and obviously Yedajay with that Outlaw. So he is a little bit vulnerable here, Yedajay.
Planted.
He's
still good for 2.
Steps. Yeah, absolutely did. And he's a bit of a nasty player with this weapon. We've seen it during regular play in EMEA. And he's read it. He heard the steps earlier. Yeah. Oh. Boy, he was on for another there. Not to beat. Jing going to get himself an Outlaw.
No swing.
And the rest of it going to be very hard to break through. You've got a lot of distance to cover with those, well, classics and now an Outlaw. So, yeah, not much more probably to be seen here. Again, they can afford to lose 1 more player. You don't want much more than that. And again, the loss of the Outlaw, it's not the end of the world, but still, they keep the Vandal and the Bulldog, which is the main part of the puzzle.
7-7 will be the scoreline. This is kind of where we were looking to see if FUT's able to get into this position. When
Canvas, how do they paint it? A couple of options to begin with and a good start. The bonus looking relatively healthy. There he is again, making a name for himself, finding Divide. And that's a big gap now in the defending side. You've got 3 players very isolated towards A. It puts it all on the shoulders of Mind Freak, and the Dizzy's going to find him. He's surely screwed here, and he is. Cleaned out, CNED's caught him, and the site's open. They're going to double check with the ult, but they've got what they want here. They couldn't ask for a better beginning.
Just save if you're PRX right now.
Surely.
Save the weapons into the next round, because right now, CNED, he's looking for blood, and he's going to get it.
Yeah, drawing more than just one, he's going to find 2 kills in this round, and he's secured the entirety of CT. If they were considering saving before, now it's a must. You got something, and Jinx wanted to keep the weapons that they have. And I think this is the turning point, Josh. You were discussing when do we start looking at it from what does PRX need to do. This is now that moment. Losing out on a bonus kind of in this situation isn't what you want to be seeing. It was a healthy purchase for FUT, to be fair. It was a very strong bonus. But still, that first gun round can really kind of set you up for the rest of the series, or at least in the map. So from PRX perspective here, as they try to keep these weapons in hand, they might get a bit of a challenge. So we'll keep that kind of ticking over. But in your mind, that's a loss there. Yeah, something. Better try and keep hold of that Vandal as tightly as he can. What does PRX now need to do? This has become a bit of a critical situation. Do we see a timeout potentially? I can imagine that's probably on the board here. But in your mind, what would you like to see the adjustments be?
If not this round coming up.
And the problem is they're going to come back in with a shaky purchase. Now, it's one of those where you feel that if Jing's in the right place, there's a real chance that he's going to commit on the angle, but the paranoia are going to dissuade him from continuing down that avenue. So a little bit of an exchange of util. And they're doubling down. They really want to try and play Jing in. He's fallen here. An attempt made, but it doesn't work out. And the rest do have sheriffs, but he was the one with the Vandal. He was the one to try and shoulder all that responsibility. And FUT happy to take this. I'll just stand there and go, okay, but at least they're going to pick up that Vandal, take it back through. But already man advantage, above a minute. This isn't how PRX would have liked to have started this round.
The A-Link players were walking, but the other players in that CT spawn were running. I wonder if YetaJ heard all that information, places that pressure towards market, towards mid with that smoke, and now they come back out towards A, 5 versus 4. They spotted heavy defense by PRX. PRX thought, hey, they're going to go back to B. Guess what? FUT, they played it right. They like to let the round simmer in those mid rounds. They get onto a free site, 5 versus 4. They've got the weapons. And depending on who gets these last kills, it's definitely going to be CNED looking for them to get closer to that showstopper for the next round, just to spiral, snowball with that momentum.
Spot on, 2 away for CNED. So already, they'll be chomping at the bit for that. And PRX are at the door, knocking. But with those sheriffs, you're looking at something to be the instigator, the main man.
It's paranoia as well needs to be huge for Mindfreak.
But the utility's still in play. You still got a Dizzy there for cracks as well. There it is, sent through. Does it catch something? No, but CNED considering it. Try to go for it, denied.
Opening.
Good follow-up, hold on. Out of time, it's getting too late in the day. Those shots were fantastic. A valiant attempt, but you've got to feel the time just not on their side, and eventually that final line swings in, and FUT, they'll go down with the ship. It's getting to those linchpin rounds though, isn't it? It's really starting to see the full weight of it. Early exchange again over towards A main. Something hopefully not becoming readable here. No, noted at least by the camp. Is going to take down, send Wingman in to clear the angle, allow Forsaken to try and play with this a touch, but got to be careful. Knife's edge. Doubling up towards elbow. Okay, a little bit of a setup here.
Firing squad.
Yeah, both of them trying to play off each other, but deciding against it and opting to slip back a little bit deeper. They're having to rescind, give up some of this.
Jing's down mid. This timing on YetaJ is everything in this round.
Huge. Oh, the step heard, and a man found. And now they speed up towards the side. CNED gonna just burst on in.
He's going.
Yeah, he's gonna go as far as he can. He might catch it. Whoa, I got scared there. Easy, Tiger. All good in the end. Gonna post, he's secured them the site, but man up for PRX.
Good flash timing, maybe.
This could be nice. The timing on this is now going to get awkward. No, he can't get away from it. Mindfreak going to catch out a captain in the heels. CNED now puts his life on the line, going to try and swing through, catches Jin. Oh, the flash could have been perfect, but no. PRX still fighting forward. It's 2 left alive on the other side for FUT. Cracks is 1. Oh, and then Crossfire kicks into play. Cracks looks back to the left. They know where these 2 players are now. Wingman sent, they try and look towards the right side, finding the Divide, but they can't take him down. Time starting to tick. If it's to fall in down so low, wall goes up. He's desperate trying to break it. He doesn't have the bullets left in the mag. Breaks the wall, but he can't take the player off.
Either inserted, but here, I mean, Jing's just going straight in. Why not?
I mean, oh!
They heard the wall. They know something's up.
There, look at them looking around. They're paranoid, worried, nervous. Yeah, he's backed away.
Showstopper off the back of it at the very least. Silver linings.
That's so sick. That's the most PRX thing. I love to see it. Brings you back to almost like those Pearl days, those situations. And I love the fact they tried to throw that in. In round 18, they've gone, screw it, let's run that. Let's see what we can do. Throw a spanner in the wrench from GB?
Something like that. They were trying to figure out that old chestnut, or I think that's what he said.
Yeah.
but right back into B main, FUT goes. They realize, hey, that's no Sage wall, that's no retake wall. Yedajay spots him as well. He's going to live. He's got that op as well. Normally we see that on CNET.
Nice little timing on the slow though. Wow, the trade. Yeah, Forsaken goes down, but it's 1-for-1. You still have the fish ult with something. You still got Jing with his ult as well. It's all about timing now. Once he decides to go, that's a player spotted. Bye-bye! CNED just left eviscerated. Spike loose on the site, and they try and backfill the space. Look at Devi's positioning, taking all of that real estate away. This is lovely. They stalled them out here, 20 seconds. Back to the wall, Valorant for FUT, and they don't have other options. They're trying to drift out of Captain away, but it feels like this round's a loss. Keep the rifles, keep the weapons. You're getting nothing more. What a fantastic start from PRX in that round. I loved that. Getting creative in these moments.
That was a good time to use it as well. The op recovered out of Captain once they lost those 2 players, 3 versus 5.
Yeah, there's been a hail of bullets over towards this side. Both normally willing to really scrap for this space, but look how far they're searching.
That's Forsaken getting his orb. He's 1 off. That's 1 kill away from his Rolling Thunder. Would be huge.
Right there.
But Devi and Mindfreak have to be so on the money. They cannot drop the ball here.
The whole plan from PRX right now, let FUT take that site. Let them get that spike planted. The flank's going to come into play.
Lovely slow. The timing on this is great. It's just buying time.
Yep.
Look at the flank, the pack of players, the 3 of them searching, but you still need to see the 2 in CT stay safe. Yedajay is going to take down Jing. They now know about the flank. They know what's coming their way, and this is a battle on 2 fronts. Firstly, starting in market, Mr. Fallen in the way. Trade off of utility, and in we go. Something takes the first couple of steps forward. They're denied in CT for now. A little bit of an exchange of space there as well. They're all going to secure CT for FUT. They're going to make sure they've got time, or at least maybe a little bit of safety to play into, because market is no longer theirs. PRX needs to start taking that space back here.
They don't know where to do it from, though.
And the first real blood drawn is traded out instantly. Here comes the pressure, and a Captain trying to survive takes away Devi. A 2v3, and they're falling like flies. FUT.
Good job with the teamwork, with the pacing, and they're closing out the rounds. These are things that they weren't able to do against EDG.
Forsaken. You're living such a... Just keep going! Keep going! I don't even care. I know it's an overheat, but keep going. And they're pressuring everything. It's a PRX round, right? We're down. We're, you know, feeling the pressure. Back to wall. Run at them. Hit 2 shots with the Sheriff. Why not? It works.
That body's not resable, though. It's going to be a 4-on-3 in the favor of PRX. Guns up for everyone. Everyone's on a Vandal.
Yes.
But stun for Mr. Fallen as well.
Okay, so the back lines are still secured. They still have the Cypher up in the form of Yedajay, who's been monstrous, keep in mind.
Slow smoke for elbow, all that fun stuff.
They can buy time here. And they're going to look to focus towards elbow. CT is where it looks like PRX are trying to mount the retake from. Already Yedajay turns, right place, right time with a shot. Eventually comes through from cracks. No trade on this. No next layer of pressure. Sits towards the box, and the time starts to dwindle. Jing goes down. These are individual attempts. Where's the swing off the back? Devi now comes around. Too late in the day. As Mindfreak in a 1v3, running out of time, running out of chances. A nice attempt, but it was too little. Still have a small purchase here. It's far from what they'd want. You've got a Guardian Stinger, and actually another Guardian as well, and a Sheriff to round it out with something. Rez is still in play. You saw how close it got in that last round with those 2 Sheriff shots that gave them that opportunity. But patience being displayed by FUT now.
The 2-on-2 opening. CNED cracks, taking control of B main. Sniffing out what the setup is. Yedajay with that deep line. His outlaw in middle. We've seen this time and time again, just controlling those angles, those peaks. I think FUT has a pretty good idea of what the setup is here. That it's going to be a heavy stack towards A with 3 players in the crossfire. That's usually what this sort of setup means if you're passive on B. No real trap potential. No trigger, no camera to set it up on B. And here it is at A. This is the fight.
And so far a trade, not a complete miss from either side.
But that's the smokes down for the attackers. That means that they need to be able to do a split here to end the round. If they go straight up through a main, it's going to be deadly for them. Rez, not going to be in play.
No, but it's going to be the fish ult that could be a big difference maker as well. They can at least clear out the site, allow them some safety for the cross, but they've got to follow it up and feel brave to do so. CNED, the one to feel bold enough. Oh, the timing on taking out the pain shell. He's going to do okay. He's going to try and secure CT. The one-man army so far, allowing that plant to come in and keeping down the numbers for PRX.
That one's resable. FUT need to stay ahead of this. They can't fall back into B main here. The wall is still in play. The res is still in play. Is this the undoing of them?
It could be. Do they get punished on it? Divide. Waiting for this time.
Stun as well for Forsaken.
Yeah, there's the wall, there's Wingman. What do they have? Oh, it's so good. This is great.
Under the nose.
This is the lifeline. This is the thing that could save them here. PRX still alive.
Up, ahead, like they did it on A.
Oh, Jing
Down
is
middle,
flying
Jing.
down the map. Dizzy Sen, they've got no idea. And Jing just causing headaches. This man is just mad. And he's got backup too. It's not an individual effort. There were others with him. You had Forsaken coming down as well. Devi with that operator. The cross going to be hard again. Out of captain. Now removed. Means they don't have those smokes here. They don't have that ult with cracks to try and get them on the site. Is this the point where FUT falter? Looking to re-explore towards middle, maybe try and find a pick. Looking at the space, J is trying to carve away on the A site, already exploring up towards elbow. But the quiet, the peace and quiet is going to be so loud in the minds of PRX. Where have they gone? What are they doing?
One of these orbs is either going to go onto the breach or onto the raise if the A orb's still there, but it doesn't seem like it is. It's all on. J needs to live. He needs to close this round out for the team. Let the other guys go first here. CNED in.
Mind Freak, does he live? Takes the TP out, spotted in the end, but it looks like you're gonna see that plant coming in a second. Cautious steps being made in a pre-take by PRX. They're already starting to come on in. Forsaken goes head first, but it's Mr. Fallen to find it. PRX putting up numbers. Mr. Fallen and Cracks, though, still alive in a 2v3. 25 seconds of the plant just to be considered now. Divide with the operator and the res. 2 rifles with the others.
What, the timing? Huh?
All
Look behind you.
on CT. Mind Freak slips ahead. They annoy. Oh, it's so clean. PRX never down, never out. Back up in an even affair here.
11-11.
Do it.
They've already made their wish.
They have.
They've all.
And already they are so close in this. This is not
Firing squad at middle.
Oh my god, oh my god. Oh!
See, that's showstopper too.
That's so cruel. CNED left in pieces. They didn't see it coming. And a quick approach through market. The wall goes in. You don't get anywhere fast here. Just icing them out of the round, and PRX starting to come alive here, but I'm scared though. It's still not over. FUT can still be dangerous, but Divide doesn't care. He's feeling confident. He's got Forsaken, he's got Mind Freak, he's got them all!
That's
He
it.
made it to 12!
It's very oppressive right now. But they're like, we're going slow here.
Yeah.
Omen ultimate.
And
think that's
J had been deadly up middle, so a lovely little bit of revenge there for PRX.
It's 2 rounds in a row. PRX was waiting for this mid. First round it's CNED, this round it's J. The 2 big hitters for this team. 5 versus 4 again. CNED equalizes.
Back. Here we go, and he's going to take space. If CNED has to step up, take on the mantle of being the big man himself, he will. He's already on 21. He's having a good game. Trying to secure CT to give safety to the plant. The res going to come in. The paint shell goes over. That could be a little scary. Keep an eye. Any of the damage done? No, they're fine. But it looks like a refight. FUT won the brawl. They won the fight himself. And now this is where it gets dangerous. Jing clearing house. He wants this done. He wants map 1. And he might just get it. It's all down to Mr. Fallen. And he can't do enough. PRX bring this game back from the jaws of death. 13-11. That is the PRX we were waiting to see, but it took damn long to get there, Josh.
It was so poetic, the ways that we laid it out. Everything was making sense, and it happened in the last couple of rounds. PRX stealing it away.
Go nowhere. Bind is coming up next. This series is an absolute heater.